This is Roger, iGadget Geek, and today I've got a video review for everybody. This is my review of the AT&T Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus in gold. Now you can pick this up at AT&T's website or any one of their corporate stores. Now it's going to set you back quite a bit of money if you want to pay for it outright. It ranges anywhere from $815, and that is for the 32 gig model. And if you want to bump up that storage to 64 gigs, it's going to set you back $915. But you do have some other options there, best of which is going to be AT&T's Next installment plan. Basically what it is interest-free financing for your new device, and that will run you as little as $27 a month. No money down, you just pay your sales tax, bam, you've got your brand new phone for $27 a month plus your service fee. But enough about the pricing, let's go ahead and dive on into the phone itself. So as I mentioned, I have the gold version, and it is available in a couple of colors. You can pick that up in gold or their sapphire black. Now this particular model does have 32 gigs of storage, and the reason it's important to keep in mind about the storage is because there is no longer a removable battery or an SD card expansion slot in any of their latest flagship devices. So basically out of the box you get your 32 gigs of storage, and that's it. Now this also features a dual curved edge display much like the S6. Basically they've taken a lot of the specs from the S6 and increased that screen size all the way up to a 5.7 Quad HD display. Now just to run through a few of the specs, this does have a 3000 milliamp hour battery, again a non-removable battery, since with the new S6 Edge Plus you actually have a glass front and back. Of course you do have that dual curved display, but again no removable back, but you do get the added advantage of QI charging built in. Now this has the Samsung Exynos 7420. Basically it's a octa-core 4 cores at 2.1 gigahertz and 4 cores at 1.5 gigahertz. Now again it has 4 gigs of RAM, and again a 5.7 inch Super AMOLED Quad HD display. So basically what you get in the box, again AT&T's packaging. It's kind of sad that AT&T doesn't use the Samsung packaging, but you still get all the same goodies just in an AT&T box. You get your Samsung headphones, USB to micro USB cable, and your quick charger. So the new S6 Edge does support that adaptive fast charging to help charge that 3000 milliamp hour battery up pretty quick. Let's go ahead and get that packaging out of the way. We're not too worried about that. What I want to do first, let's look at size. So I'm going to show you some comparisons. So right here, as you can see, is that gold S6 Edge. And then right here you have the new Note 5. Pretty much these two phones are identical. Basically, if you were to flip them around, the back of the Note 5 mirrors the front of the S6 Edge. The back of the S6 Edge mirrors the front of the Note 5. It's amazing how similar these two phones feel. It's almost like someone just took that same frame and flipped it around for either phone. So there you have the S6 Edge Plus, the Note 5. Here is the LG G4. So I'm going to set all these here face down so you guys kind of get an idea here of size comparison. Again, both of these are 5.7 inch displays. Of course, the LG G4 is a little bit smaller at 5.5, and here is an S6 Active from AT&T, a little bit smaller yet at 5.1, and here is an iPhone 6. So it kind of gives you an idea, 4.7 inch display. So even comparing it to the iPhone 6, that actually really does dwarf that phone. It's considerably smaller, thinner, lighter. But comparing it to the LG G4, so as you can see, the size, it's a little bit thicker, a little bit wider, a little bit taller. But all in all, for the screen size, it does feel really nice in the hand. It has some nice curve to it. It has a thinner body, so it makes it a little easier to hold. It's definitely not going to be a phone you could one hand. You're definitely going to want to do most of your operations with two hands. Again, this gold color is the first gold phone that I've actually seen that I actually liked. Most of the gold phones kind of have a pinkish or yellowish hue. This actually looks like true gold color, almost a coppery gold. Looks really fantastic. First gold phone that I've seen that I actually like. But what we're going to do now is let's reposition my camera just a little bit. We're going to dive on in here to the software itself. So again, you have that new home button. That is your new fingerprint sensor. So one touch, no more swiping or anything like that. Again, just swipe to unlock. Now I went ahead and downloaded a few themes to show you guys. Right out of the box you get TouchWiz in all of its glory. TouchWiz is one of those things you either really like it or you really don't. It has gotten quite a bit lighter as of recent. It doesn't seem as intrusive. Of course, you have your drop-down menu with all of your quick notifications, and you can go in here and edit those to see what notifications you want. This basically, the software to me feels exactly like the software on the S6. Now what they've basically done on this S6 Edge Plus is they've just kind of souped it up a little bit, changed a few things, like your pull across here, you have a quick shortcut menu for actual quick contacts, and then you can do applications. I do like the fact that you're able to pick and choose what applications go here. You're able to pick what contacts you use. So that's a nice feature, and you can actually go in here and edit its location. So you can go into settings and you get all these different options. You have your edge light, all that cool stuff that you can actually tweak and change yourself. Again, out of the box, this is running Android 5.1.1. So if we go to About Device, as you can see, this is running the latest version, 5.1.1. All that good information there. Now, a lot of people are going to want to know about storage. Now, this is a 32 gig model. Now, I have not put any applications on it or anything like that. I've basically turned it on, skipped most of the setup, and just pretty much a stock version right out of the box. So if we go to storage, as you can see right out of the box, of that 32 gig phone, we've only got about 24 gigs available. I really wish you still had the expandable SD card, but if that's not enough storage for you, your only other option is going to be to step up to that 64 gig model. Now, along with this, of course, is our new theme store. So if we come right over here, we have themes right out of the box. So I've downloaded a few. For me personally, the theme that looks the best on this particular S6 Edge Plus, the gold one, is this Avengers Iron Man theme. So you just press the button, boom, it re-themes everything. Your icons change, your background changes, your pull-down menu, your dial pad, everything is skinned. Even your messaging app is skinned. So you've got everything skinned just to look like that Iron Man theme. But for me, this is the best looking theme on the gold S6 Edge. As you can see, that gold really kind of mimics the gold color on the Iron Man suit, and I'm pretty pleased with it. Now, out of the box, of course, you get a lot of the standard applications we've come to see and expect from Samsung and AT&T. A lot of AT&T applications out of the box. Of course, you have your Google applications, and of course some Samsung applications. You get your S-Voice, all of those, driving mode, caller ID, lots of different applications. Most of those that you don't want can be disabled in the settings, so that's kind of a nice feature. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to remove those completely, but you are going to be able to disable those. So a quick look around the phone. On the very bottom, you have your main speaker, your sync charge port, which is a micro USB, your main microphone, your headphone jack. On the very back, not a lot, just a Galaxy S6 Edge Plus logo, the AT&T logo, and of course your camera is raised, and on board is of course the full complement of S Health, so you have your heart rate monitor and all that right there. Now this camera is basically the exact same camera from the S6. Seen that, reviewed it. You pretty much nothing new there. Same camera software. You have your SD card slot here on the top, your secondary microphone. One side here you have your main sleep-wake power button. The other side you have your volume up and down. So the Edge design phones are going to be one of those phones you either really like them or you really don't. I personally do like the way that this screen kind of wraps around. It kind of almost like it pulls you into the phone. It has a really nice, crisp looking display thanks to its Quad HD Super AMOLED. And all in all, I've been really impressed with it. It's a snappy phone. I haven't felt much lag at all, if any. In the couple of days that I've used it, I've been pretty pleased with it. So that's been my review of the AT&T Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. And this has been Roger with iGadget Geek.